There's been a lot of crazy things going on in the logo design world in the last few weeks, from the BBC looking as if it's hired a high school student to rebrand parts of their company, to Facebook morphing into Meta. But let's take a closer look at exactly what's been going on. But yeah, first, here is a logo story that Kanye West has managed to get himself wrapped up in. Now, do you recognize this logo on screen? Now, I assume most of you probably do recognize it, and it's of course the Walmart logo. But then if you look at this logo, do you recognize it as well? This is the new logo from Kanye West's fashion label Yeezy. But do you think Walmart has grounds to take this issue to court? Or do you think they aren't similar enough to cause any kind of issues? Or furthermore, do you even think this design reflects the Yeezy brand in any way, shape or form? Now, Walmart has already tried taking the issue further by blocking the new logo design by Yeezy. However, it failed according to the fashion law. They haven't given up though, and they are continuing their efforts to get the new logo design taken out of circulation. But my question is this: does Kanye want his fashion brand to be linked to Walmart in any way, shape or form? And I personally wouldn't. Obviously the design of that logo hasn't given it much thought, and the design will cause consumer confusion between the two brands. That much is obvious. But yeah, what do you think about that new Yeezy logo? So the BBC has been around for what seems like eons, and according to some designers, their logo has needed a rebrand for just as long. The BBC has spawned a number of channels throughout its history, such as the BBC iPlayer, Sports, Weather and so on. These channels have needed a rebrand for ages now, and so recently in October, the broadcasting company proudly released a new set of designs to represent their channels. The problem is that much of the internet and designers alike did not agree with their positive sentiment given by the BBC. Moreover, most people think the logos pretty much suck. Obviously, the designer has tried to maintain that theme of having 3 squares, but turning them into relevant designs according to each channel. So the sound logo could be seen as having sound levels, and the weather logo has sun rays. The problem is, they don't look good, and they lack any sort of memorable personality. In my humble opinion, these designs are a giant fail, especially considering the BBC likely paid hundreds of thousands of pounds on this project. The designs have even been added to the crappy design thread over on Reddit. But what do you make of these designs? Are they a triumph or a failure? Next up, a logo that has a hidden message within the design, and this project was well received online, unlike the previous story. The logo design for the 55th Karlovy Vary International Film Festival has been designed to appear as 2 eyes watching something, obviously relating back to the film industry. Now, in my opinion, by itself on screen or on the artboard in Adobe Illustrator, this logo doesn't look so awesome. But when it's actually seen in context in real use, and with some typography as you can see behind Michael Caine here in this photograph at the festival, it does work well in my opinion. The black and the white approach in the colour scheme also helps to its success. The logo was largely liked online, with tweets and comments praising its clever and sleek execution. But what do you think about this logo? Do you think it works? Next up, a case of change. Most people don't take drastic change too well, and that was exactly the case with the rebrand of Facebook. The old logo was an uppercase spelling of Facebook, or just that single lowercase f icon, and the new logo is something entirely different. The company has totally rebranded to Meta, the reasoning being that the future is likely going to be lived largely in the metaverse, but that's a topic for a different video. As for the logo, many people have slammed it and made jokes online. Some people have suggested it looks like a pair of testicles, or are coining the phrase lung book as they feel it resembles a pair of lungs. For some reason, there's a theme of bodily parts being linked to the logo. And yes, there has been a lot of backlash online, which I'm sure Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook knew would happen beforehand. But I personally don't think it's a terrible logo. Most of you probably know I'm not a fan of gradients on a logo, but the metaverse is all about an online world, and so gradients aren't actually a bad choice here, especially considering it's a mild and subtle gradient. I think the design is recognizable, memorable, and very brandable. Even though the Meta logo is only a month old, I already instantly recognize it anywhere online at the snap of a finger. That holds testament to how brandable and how memorable this design is. What I do know is that Metaverse is likely to be a big thing in the future, especially considering how much money and power is going to be put into it by Mark and his brand. But what do you think about the logo, and what do you think about the metaverse? So yeah, there were a few crazy things going on in the logo design world in the last month or two, and if you want more videos like this, do let me know in the comment down below. And until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.